All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up. See this? This is my boomstick!
Many moons ago, when the world was talking about the US bombing the Middle East, I had the brilliant idea to post this video. Great idea, I know. I bet you can tell how much I thought that one through. But jokes and procrastinating aside, the bombing mechanic has since gotten a massive overhaul to the point where the B-21 is better than most of the pay-to-win bombers, and planes like the F-111 are now insane. And I just maybe slightly possibly have assembled those two into a full bombing ACV build along with two of the shitty little Korean drones. And, you know, I kinda like ACV ships. You know, like a little bit. Not too much, but kind of. So we are good to go. I'm gonna pause myself right there. Let's very briefly go over the new bombing mechanic. So you know how the SLBM submarine missiles work now? Bombing looks very similar. There's a circle that shows where your bombs will hit. You click to drop, the circle stops, and every bomb falls inside it and does damage whether it hit or not. This drone sucks and I'm only using it for the bombs. Okay, so right after that I remembered this Chinese ripoff that has bombs and is slightly better, so let's use one of those. Okay, I promise I can aim better than that. Those missiles do absolutely nothing. I bet throwing dirt at the enemy would do more damage than that. Long story short, I spent the next like 2 minutes literally throwing planes at that last ship until this. Holy fuck. How the hell did I pull that off? I better get at least one like from that. Uh-oh. I'm gonna complain real quick about this map. So my side's carrier spawn is right here, right? And the enemy team spawns here. The enemy team almost always takes these two routes because you can start spawn sniping the carrier and my team. And then my team usually takes these two paths. But the problem here is they all left me so the enemy team could spawn snipe me. And you're probably now thinking, stop whining about it and just move your ship. But in the time it takes the enemies to get to me, I can either help out my team by spotting the enemies or move my huge slow ship to a safer spot. And I can't multitask that because of how much maneuvering I have to do on this stupid map. I don't care if this is a skill issue, this map is not fun to play with a carrier. Dead minimum, the CV spawn should be here, and this is a two-sided problem. The other side has about the same problem. I died. Quick, I need to blame this on something before it hurts my ego. Wait a minute. I can blame it on my team. That's quite the addition to my battle history, but whatever. You know what's funny about this drone? They probably gave it that yellow and green afterburner color to look cool, but in real life that just means it's a really shitty and underpowered engine. Granted, green can mean it has different chemical-based fuel, but the fact that it's mostly yellow just means it's a really bad afterburner. I recorded one other battle, but I'ma keep the video length shortened and leave it out. But yeah, bombing is back and better than ever. It's a very viable tactic now and is much easier to use. The only downside to it is every bombing run usually ends up being a one-way ticket for the plane. But whatever, it's fun. It's also worth mentioning that I've had this build for a week now, and I have played with it a lot more than 4 battles. If I changed out the drones, it would be a really good ACV build. So final takeaway thought, bombing is great now. Later.